Vücut dilinden belli, ana avrat girmiş yani. Neyse abi, maçı splitiz, hadi beyler, haydi. Hadi çocuklar.
Won't run into a big problem, but there are a lot of players just around that corner. He has an iota that's going down already. Crossing with the cage, decoy leading up to heaven, and Kayak through the cage lands the shot on Loon. That's the advantage for Fnatic.
Yeah, I think just catching the bullets, shooting back the other way almost made it a little bit too easy. Back, I believe,
sorun olmuyordur abi bence.
The majority of the Fnatic forces, as you can see, an immediate rotation from Sociable in an attempt to try and support.
Ani büklettirme ya.
The thing is, though, I don't mind that sort of gamble. I think Vac has had a lot more trouble in terms of being a solo site anchor in this series so far.
Ne yapıyorlar? B'ye dönüyorlar.
Full faith. Like I believe
tamam,
that he
B
is
daha iyi
going to
olur.
be able to at least get a kill or two
Buradayız.
when it comes
Yampi
to the
late
site
çıkar
hold.
buradan.
Now Yampi already low on HP, and he has the majority of Fnatic pushing in his direction.
Eyvah, smoke bitti.
Yampi super low and dropped immediately. That opens the avenue for Fnatic to move towards the vents, but instead they take it to heaven. It could be a costly mistake with Sociable and Profex still on this side of the map. And Sociable, I mean, if he's spotted here, they might assume that's the B player. You might not expect the second one to be around here, and that's a big danger then, because in comes Crashes from main. Profex, oh, he's being cleared still, but he lands the shot. 8 seconds, plant needed, and plant found.
Unfortunately, still the lurk left from Chronicle. The only real
orada
chance
çekme
I feel
attı.
was in some form of
ama.
plant denial as the time is getting a little bit low, but Fnatic were methodical in their take. Profex, 48 HP, he's not getting around this corner. A 3P.
1-0 start for Fnatic, as we said. Investing decently into rifles, 2 pistols though, just in case they lose a couple of players. And that's always possible up against a squad like BBL. Definitely a team that isn't going to be pulling any punches. From what we're seeing right now, 1 player dropped, rifle retrieved, still all 3 alive and healthy, ready to fight with a backup just in case. For BBL, directionless. They've had their early fight, but now, wherever they go, it's a gamble. They don't know what Fnatic are up to.
Bosta had to play that one safe. He was the one with the spike. Not wanting to take too many risks, and seems like mid-control is consistently a piece of the puzzle for Fnatic, allowing those faster rotations late into the round. You can see the defense are already in a pretty hefty gamble again, leaving Profex as the solo defender of B, and the A site with 3 players firmly within it. That is currently where Fnatic squad are starting to move. Steps already being heard, and Loon's position given up almost completely. This leaves him somewhat out to dry, although he will actually be able to make it back to the site. Not bad with 30 seconds left. That means they're going to be committed to the 3-player site.
Nice shot to start with. Crash for safety, uses it to get out. Now they're swinging into him, plenty of support, but they're all hiding away. They're a complete unknown factor with low time, dropping the spike here. All that needs to be done, but they both fall. Perhaps if they staggered slightly more, something could have come from it. But even then, there was a little bit too much time. Because Fnatic clear the site, the round sure to be done. 3 rifles carried, traded blows 13-8 on their own maps. But here on the middle ground, there is a clear hierarchy. Fnatic opening up this round. One where they come in with 4 rifles anyways, 3 of which are about as good as it gets. They already have a man advantage and a rifle extra to be recovered.
Was that their own smoke that was pulled back that Sociable walked through?
Could be.
I think it was. So it just meant that he was left out in the open facing off against the whole team. I think that's a mistake. Luckily, that might be about to rectify it. 2 kills, but even still, look where the remaining players are. They're on the complete opposite side of the map. I guess the only thing they can hope for is maybe they catch Chronicle looking the wrong way.
Abi inanamıyorum ya.
Just about got past the angle. And in fact,
Spike's still coming?
Yeah, they might want to actually try and kill this player off. I think the steps going towards B are going to lead this. Yeah, Profex, why would Profex expect anyone to be there? He's just seen Chronicle run the other way.
Yeah, so if they're walking up, take that space, claim it for their own. But Kayak, wise to their tricks. The star gets pulled back. There's players inside it. Kayak was nice and patient, not giving anything away.
Constantly trying to sell a ruse on this side of the map. Keep players over there. The main goal for Fnatic each time has been this mid control, wanting to give themselves ease of rotations around the map, and there hasn't really been a way to challenge for it. As I said, although they managed to sort of rectify it a little bit, I do believe that there was a fake smoke used where maybe
my eyes are down.
It wasn't expected by Loon, and because of that, he ends up going down. Yumpy tries to take the fight, but there is a patient Fnatic waiting on the other side, and with their split already going through mid, it looks like Vac might be alone. The flash and the shot actually not bad. Althea down to 9, but even still, Vac is isolated.
Yeah, isolated with a pistol. He got a double last time up in heaven. They walked into his cross area to full auto gun. Now a little harder to get done, but the triple almost found. Sociable there just in time to help out, but something tells me Vac had that covered. In for another Insociable, a 1v1, 12 seconds and 9 HP. The previously tagged up player finally falls.
Hadi oğlum, hadi.
It's BBL to steal away the
Aferin lan
round.
Soshi, aferin lan Vac.
Don't know. Week Vac, or last week, I'm so used to it being one a week. Yeah, just 2 days ago, Vac tweeted out, don't worry, we'll get back on the aim labs. Practice that aim and we'll fix it up. And he's done exactly that. You can see the work he's been putting in, delivering a higher level
Nice
here
oğlum.
today.
Çok iyi entry.
Delivering
Smoke'ları
just
yok.
the same as we've seen before. Early pick. This time it's the operator push up that grabs him one. And Fnatic with the rifles, maybe looking to their ultimates to try to bridge that gap of the man advantage.
Again, mid control, but it's almost an immediate pick. It's actually the showstopper that's caught him, and Yumpy's dead as well. Alpha on the raise, showing that utility can kill. And leaving.
Replay, please.
3 players standing. Again, Vac is completely
Niye çıktık
isolated.
yukarı? Oynardı aslında ya aşağıda.
Information from Chronicle is going to tell them that there's only one man they have to worry about. They can wait for the second ping and know exactly where he is, the same as last time. Immediately blind, being pressured from either side. Propek desperately trying to help, but maybe the help needed. Kayak this time will not allow for any shenanigans.
Oy, Propek çok iyi lan.
Gets one there. So clean with his crosshair placement.
No gate crash. I think Loon might even just have tried to take that out right there. No flash either. Just down to the decoy. All alone. Comes out of his ult. They already saw the decoy. They know that's not the real man, and they find him eventually. The breach, I believe.
I think that's the
slightly different situation to what we're seeing here, but same result.
Evet, A dönüyorlar komple.
Chronicle diffing across the board.
He has to be one of the most valuable players in the world, and it's easy to forget as well that it's not someone who has like 10 years of experience. Like, he's been around a while, but still in his very early 20s. Has a long career left for Chronicle and probably plenty more trophies to come.
Lane var mı ya?
Either way, see if there's any more shenanigans to be had. Sociable with the showstopper. Loon's going to take that early fight, but it is something that Fnatic are now ready for. After that first map, there are expectations. Yumpy, I believe that's his first kill on the board. A little bit of classic magic, and Sociable has popped the ult. But there's no one here. He's not getting anything with this. It's actually the classics that are doing the work.
Bir klasik oğlum o.
2K last time, he had a much weaker pistol.
Güzel güzel, olsun.
But damage onto Boaster could be pivotal.
Vandalımız var hala,
We have
Soshi
to look
yaşıyor.
to bring them back into this. That's a bit more damage done. They're being
Canlar da
chipped
az
away
ya.
on. Because eventually these players group
Oradan el baba. Oradan el baba.
Profek, maybe to try and pick the rifle up after. I'm completely wrong. It's the classic charging in. The rifle checks the back but doesn't find anything, so the bait not successful. And now Profek has to do it himself. Many big plays from that man.
And nope, you are seeing that correct. Boaster is the one that's facing off against him.
A hell of a battle about to brew, or brewing as we speak. These players waiting, each for the aggression of their opponent. Neither is giving just yet. Something's got to give. Someone's got to break and take that first step. Will be the ultimate.
Benim uyandım. Abi Lemlik hiçbir olay yok emin olun.
Two players spotted already. One down below. That's the op scene as well. Danger man, known about, and coming out of this ult, he detects that that's the decoy. Won't give away the backside play just yet. And now his team have flooded in to meet him. Plan to Yumpy! On the ropes, but he comes out unscathed. That's Chronicle. Such a good game so far. Now Crashies falls as well. And the numbers for Fnatic way behind.
The Nightfall is not going to make things any easier. Sound removed. Boaster
geldi.
trying to pull
Abi.
out. some
Şunu
montage
vur.
moments with this
Nice.
operator, but it's only going to be the one.
Ne oluyor?
And now left onto Alpha on that raise. Always terrifying. The nade is going to go through, and Prophet is just going to try and stick it. He will get it to half. That's at least something. Buys them a little bit of extra time, but he has to go through, and the shot
Aferin
lands.
lan, aferin oğlum.
There's still plenty of time to Loon to get this done. A little bit close for well, it was Bosi, you know, maybe just
Oğlum.
All those dances, they put muscle in the right place. 5-2. BBL trailing by 3. Defensive side hasn't seen any crazy risks being taken just yet. Loon is pushed up with the operator inside of A main. Gate crash for B if a quick hit comes through. But this is a very patient posture from the defense.
I don't like seeing the judge here like this. Like, especially with how much he's sort of jiggle peeking. I just feel like he's going to get popped by Alpha any moment. In fact, it was Chronicle to take the fight, which, if anything, is as dangerous right now.
Right now.
Not more.
Yeah. Maybe scarier right now.
Already. Bit of information given up. Kayak might be about to walk into that judge, but really didn't do as much damage as expected. He's got away with that one almost scot-free. And again, this mid-pressure coming through from Fnatic.
Profek. Oh, Profek çok iyi oynadı.
Look at where he has managed to slot himself into, but
Crash
was wise to his tricks. That could have been the spike down.
Ya Vandalı olsa aldı ya.
Control for BBL, instead a disastrous
çok iyi
outcome.
lan. Çok iyi lan ya bir. Nice bak. Nice.
Picked up another.
Nice oğlum. Nice.
Intention to let this one crash was used, or hopefully to be used for a B rotation instead.
Geldi.
He's disconnected from the action. They used that to take heaven. Drop down on Yumpy. BBL under heavy threat, and this attack side could go anywhere. Take the vents to middle and rush right up to Profek, or go back into this A site. Choice is theirs, but the problem is BBL have pushed. Sociable has taken control of bottom mid. They're going to box these Fnatic players in pretty soon.
The only worry, though, is it leaves them all very disjointed, which for Fnatic playing as a group, that could actually be their best case scenario. Like, you're running it down most of the time. You still got that showstopper as a potential opener. And for some of these kills, not a whole lot of trade potential. Like, I'm looking at the position. Loon's just going to go down. Spike planted as well. Like, the back of the site becomes less and less valuable. And as said, it's just 1v1 after 1v1. This is exactly what Fnatic wanted. They win every single battle. And well, the war in this round was next to nothing.
Yok. Bizim orada bir sneaky hani girip operatörle ucuz bir skora ihtiyacımız yok. Biz zaten üstünüz.
Vurup kaçma veya side'dan vurup kaçma gibi daha safe pozisyonlar.
Ya biz bu riski kendi kendimize yaratıyoruz. Bu heyecana kendimizi kapatıyoruz.
Dur şunu ya.
Evet, midden bir yürüme kararı geldi. Orada Force'uz, onu da söyleyelim.
Güzel.
Yalnız çıkabilecek mi? Çıktı.
Güzel. Trade deriz.
Beraber bir takas.
4v4.
Da çok kötü değil bizim için. Nickel sarkmaya başladı
A'ya
doğru.
Nickel'ı vursana.
Orada fight başlayacak bu arada.
Çok iyisin lan Lev.
Çok iyi.
Aferin oğlum,
Hemen
aferin.
TP ile B'ye yardım. İşte o aradığımız entry'ler round başında sonunda geldi.
Evet, ulti kararı geldi. Bu arada Lev şimdi bilgi almaya çalışacak. Ortada kimsenin olmadığını biliyor. Umarım B'ye gider. Gördü bir oyuncuyu, bir flash, ikinciyi de gördü. Buradan çıkacak ama evet, nereye gidecek? A'ya gitti. Oyunun Fnatic tarafından şekillendirilmesi gereken anlar, çünkü 35 saniye baremine kadar geldik.
Alpajan'ın ultisi var. Acaba kullanmayı tercih eder mi bilmiyorum Fnatic.
Profek gördü.
Çok yakına gelirse atar.
Evet, Crash'izde operatörle kaldı main'de.
25 saniye.
Hemen bir Heaven kontrolü. Smoke'tan yavaş kontak giriyorlar.
Çok yakına geldi, atacaktır.
20 saniye kaldı. Alpajar Smoke'tan atlayacak gibi duruyor ama çok da emin değilim. Smoke geçmesi bekleniyor. 15 saniye. Profek ulti ile beraber Alpajar gelecek. Boster Yumpy'yi yakaladı. Profek'in de yeri belli. Ulti ile beraber asist geldi.
Oğlum damage yemedi ya. Crash'is damage yemedi amına koyayım.
Bir anda avantaj 2 kişiyi kaybedince Fnatic'e geldi.
Evet ve Crashies Levni düşürüyor. Round'u kaybetmek de bizim için bir kabus. 3 ve 4'tük.
Koru ya.
Maalesef
Of Durka, it wasn't really necessary in the past. It seems like they've split roles here, and you can see they're starting to expect this aggression once again. They've tried it a couple of times. Even still, with how bad the weaponry is here, a 1-for-1 trade is not awful.
Ama silahımız
So
gitti
how
bir tane daha.
direct that
Ve
player is,
Flash'in
just
ultisi
swinging
vardı.
immediately up
Neyse son
close,
roundda saklar.
catching them off guard. landing a kill. This is what Loon seems to be a specialist at.
Son roundu da aldık ha.
And as the time ticks on, we see this attacking side still with that patient face displayed. Not looking to move too quickly out of position, sending Kayak to the other side of the map to take a little bit of space past that trap wire. But the spike, well, they have to go with it, and it seems to be moving up towards the vents.
Well, they took their time to throw the guns out of the map just to make sure that there is nothing to be retrieved. They want to make sure that BBL's weak purchase stays a weak purchase. It's only Vac with a gun, and well, again, he might be in the right place at the right time, but it's how many miracles can he pull off? We already saw it not too long ago.
Nice lan sana.
Well, Prophet's done well to start.
Olsun.
He's
Güzel.
immediately
İki tane
traded
side'ımız
out,
var.
but this at least puts the timer on the side of these remaining players at the back. Vac with that first, and a rotation back just not possible. He will have to do everything though. Yumpy is so desperately far away, and Crashy's maybe caught out a little bit, but it doesn't matter. Boaster's the one to land the shot. Well, this time it's a safe plant, no chance for Yumpy to disrupt.
They might even have seen him just as that smoke bloomed, whether they did or not. Boaster
definitely spent most of the off-season DMing. Like, he's been looking very good throughout this series so far. Wow, that's a trend for the future.
Time to jump.
Fnatic will be a force to be reckoned with. BBL, though, they've proven that they can fight with the best of them. Taking down GX already in this tournament, taking the first map in this series, and okay, the last map definitely didn't go amazingly well. Showstopper goes in, but it actually does barely any. I think it's caught. No, that didn't catch Alpha, because that's not where he was, so it's not done much damage at all.
Yeah, able to evade it completely. Fnatic now fill back in that space that was given up by BBL just moments ago. Sociable stepped back in, but he's not even looking. Oh, he wasn't looking to fight it. Now he's getting close. Judge good for the first fight. Perhaps it's close. Very low on HP was Alpha after the first burst, but he'll still survive. The advantage for Fnatic. Now the plant looking towards the site, and it will be found. A little bit of extra info to be gathered by Kayak, confirming there's a player inside of main. Plant landed. Cosmic Divide to allow Prophet to close the distance. To get up close. In mid, Loon tucked in, has players coming. He's looking the wrong way though! Chronicle was on his screen, but he didn't realize in that. Well, that is their downfall. Oh, they're falling across the map. Easy trades, just back left.
Yeah, this would have to be one of the best. I don't think it's going to be happening.
Sorry.
It was the one example that didn't work.
You're Loom, and then crazy players like Sociable. He's definitely up there for individual skill.
Rainboss gone!
There
you go. You put all of your money, all your eggs in one basket. And yeah, absolutely nothing. Good start for the side of BBL. In fact, they are going in as quickly as humanly possible.
Oğlum helal lan.
Miss it. The round is already over, and BBL have themselves to it. And I feel like on this attack side, opportunities to be a little bit more direct. A lot of their aggression was really countered by Fnatic. They were so ready for it, especially Chronicle was just aware of everything being attempted. Whereas these all-in takes can be so impactful. Vac,
helal lan sana bak. Helal lan sana çocuk.
Both kills for it. Again, that leaves the A side of the map very open indeed. You can already see the
Litvanya'da doğdu. BBL'li oldu. Helal olsun sana.
I was going to say Fnatic, but it's only Alpha who's gone. Back with another bucket. This time it is his primary weapon though, unlike last time where he had a tour de force.
Güzel.
Slight difference in the expected impact, I suppose.
Nick çok kısa kaldı ya devamına.
Off the site that they're on their way towards. Pushing mid with a bookie. Ambitious play. But to the side of BBL, they walk straight into a spike in hand and a free plant to be found in terms of investments. If Fnatic can drop 2 players here, the cost will start to add up. Just in the shield department, but losing that Marshall any more than that, and we're talking
hadi abi Fnatic dilenme abi hadi ya.
Thing is, Alpha, it's going to come down to timing. He might have a window here. Vac looking the right way though, has spotted him. Bucky not expected. Now he wants to create some distance, but it's a little too late. Luckily, Profec trades.
Yeah, it's a minor irritation, mainly because it was only a ghost, so it's not really anything too bad lost, and you might expect the remaining players on Fnatic to just wait here, see if anybody goes through the vents, which if they do, I'll be a bit frustrated because there's not any reason to do that. And if they don't, die to the spike. And you can see that Sociable is hanging around a little bit longer, only has himself The Marshal maybe hoping he can catch someone with it. And he may do. It's going to come down to timing here. Geez. The damage on some of those weapons, that you get that Marshal up close, unless you're sociable, it's not going to work. But still leaving some doubt. You can see the rotation. Nice shot from Prophet. This leaves the pressure onto Chronicle. Something we mentioned.
Şuna dikkat.
When it comes to this man on Sentinel, a chance for him to display what he's got, and it turns out it's nothing.
Yeah, I'd like to close that display. Fnatic now locked out in a 3v5. What's the decision? This is a big investment round. It's not like they've got a massive bonus rolling for them. They haven't got a lot of credits to fall back on. And so fall back is exactly what they will do. Oster and crashes to the B site.
Abi inanılmaz ya.
One man.
Büyük kudurtuyor beni. Fnatic büyük kudurtuyor beni ya.
Stick around and make it costly. That is Alpha year. Main concern is the walk around from Vac.
Sociable gitsin, sociable gitsin.
Dropping some of these weapons.
I think the main person that would need to worry would be Crashies. It does seem like he's watching roughly in the right direction, but I think both are just going to end up hiding in the corners. Maybe Alpha here as well.
Nice oğlum lan. Aferin, aferin.
Yeah, he's going to get caught.
Nice.
That's a huge weapon.
Vur yaşamasın. Hepsi yaşamasın bu.
Everybody. That's massive, and it puts the doubt, and a player rotates away. And that's enough for, I think it was a free kill onto Kayak from Profek. Just massive stuff, because they obviously go looking for information in that moment.
Patience played out to full effect. Speaking of patience, that's exactly what I was going to highlight, Tom. Down there on mid, we've got Sociable tucked in, waiting for this push to come through. Now, it almost went all the way, and it may in just a moment. Alpha's here, and he was there. He has gone quickly.
Evet oğlum bu.
Vigilant in clearing the corners. It was a necessity. In this round where Fnatic have so many weaknesses, it's likely that they hide away. Oh, Sociable, this could be the end for him, never mind. Tripling up. A big round for this man. An ult already online. And it is, as we said, weaknesses across the board. Surely this is it. There you go, finally meets his end. Still somehow crashes with a rifle.
Yeah, I don't think Sociable will mind too much. 6,500 credits before he gets credits at the end of this round. And
9-7.
for Crashies, it's kind of one of those scenarios where he has the credits to buy in the next round anyway. His ult's not particularly close, but if he can farm up a few extra ults, that would be nice. Chances of victory slim to none, but maybe BBR a little bit overzealous.
Gate crash for a quick movement from Loon. If he finds a lot of impact here, they could take it towards him. If he opens the site up entirely. But without any contact to be found, he just fakes out that util and rotates. Now look at what that's done. Already players leaving this site, moving to the other side of the map. This is a problem. They're not here ready to defend as the push comes through. Loon does get dropped, but Sociable, hunting down some victims, leaves them to abandon the A site completely. And although the rocket will never be fired, it's done its job. It's bought them time. If he steps into that, though, into that laneway, it will be the last step he takes in this round. Fnatic waiting with the numbers to overwhelm.
Helal Profek.
Trying to deny. Profek trying to hold the line. He's done damage, and somehow Sociable is still standing. Needs to be the shot connected, and Kayak's done well. 2 kills already, and he can reveal the remainder. Knows where Vac is standing. Will he spot out? He will. That's Yumpy's sneaky little spot revealed. This now becomes a bit of a problem. No safe haven.
Helal lan sana.
He'll win the fight versus Kayak. A player above, Boaster to eliminate. And now Vac is all that remains. Already has the star down. Gravwell used a little bit early. They're not going to be able to get on that spike just yet. He's trying to burn that clock down, but can't quite hit the shot. It's Boaster to land it. The time is gone though.
He used the Gravwell right as he knew they had no more time.
Going into this half, there's something drastic had to change, and it seems that that is the case. Sociables looked fantastic. We're starting to see life in Loon.
Önemli. Aman, sakin.
But I do think that, talking of impact, I think Vac probably takes the biscuit. A couple of rounds that spring to mind that man has brought home for this squad. It's always difficult as a stand-in. A lot of the time you are going to be left, especially he's replacing Chiwei as that isolated player. For now, though, another aggressive spot from Kayak. That's the thing. Last round, he was successful. Found 2 openers for the team. It still wasn't enough. This time, they're expecting him in this position.
Nice lan, çok iyi entry.
Kayaks down. BBL with the opening. Presence on the A side now that's going to be difficult to deal with for these players that remain. Lots of weaknesses. Alfia's got the rifle, sure, and just one away from a showstopper. Huge impact could be found. They delay first with a stun and a nade. Fnatic grouping up in heaven. One down below. They're going to box these players in, but one is outside of their control. I was talking about Vac, but Profek from inside the cage Fnatic created strikes back. Good shot by Crashies. But still, these weaknesses.
Geldi.
Hello, he's on site.
Çok iyi Soshi.
Finally emerges from the smoke to deal with it. That could have been awkward instead.
Güzel 9-9 amına koyayım.
BBL. They're back in this game. 9-9 now. Neck and neck. Crashies trying to survive. Trying to get out of here, make it cost.
Builds to what they're doing within the server. And obviously such a extensive lead. I'll say as well, sociable.
Enti çok iyi lan.
Coming into the BCT.
Çok kritik round. Kacak bir can.
Well, BBL's logo is a crown for a reason. They're here to challenge for the throne. Not a challenge many people took seriously. But Fnatic may have no choice but to acknowledge this usurper, the push up from Vac.
Helal lan sana.
Distraction, it gets Boaster curious, peeking into Sociable. Ult used, information there. Alpha spotted. Showstopper online. Undoes. Now a 5v3, a 5v2 as Fnatic continue to crumble. BBL from such a massive deficit coming into this half. Just a few kills or perhaps a few seconds with a Fnatic save away from taking the lead.
Mac's gonna go down. But it will reveal to the remaining players that they're
vursak çok iyi olurdu ya.
Just looking to try and hold on to whatever weaponry that they can. That's been one of the biggest issues for Fnatic in the second half. They haven't been able to save. Like, they have been hunted. BBO have been keen to make sure none of these weapons make it through to the next round, so the danger becomes limited, and then they've been excellent at clearing up a lot of these. Just look at the credits.
SCC'ye 62. kutlu olsun abi, teşekkür ederim, hoş geldin.
You've got the majority of players, well, especially post round, will be over 6,000, 7,000 credits. Yumpy.
Enti, paramız var, sıkıntı yok, para çok bizde.
Scared of what this team's gonna do with time. Already challenging towards the top. They've taken the lead here with 10-9 on the board. Fnatic trailing. You wouldn't have thought it. Swapping onto the attack on
mid
split as
kontrolü
well.
aldık.
Here we are. With a minute 5, BBL.
Şu roundu alırsak ekolar, full ekolar.
Different Fnatic. Nobody stepping out of line. Nobody looking for the fights anymore.
Tamam, sakin,
they're letting BBL run their game plan. And they look to stop them on the site. That was close. They almost lost a big player.
The potential for a repeat with a stun, but this is a ruse. They have sent Sociable to sell a fake, and there are 3 players who are committed to this fake. Of course, why would you send a Raze operator alone on one side of the map while the execute goes in elsewhere?
Güzel, Soshi bir kill çıkardı, çok iyi.
He deals the blow onto one, but this is where the realization will be there. Kayak, Chronicle, at the back of the site. The spike is still on the other side, though.
25 saniye.
They're yet to commit to this one. This is running it close.
20 seconds.
Oğlum 20 saniye.
They need to go. And now they have a chance. A huge pick. Knowing the kayak should be nearby. That gate crash was there just moments ago. They'll clear the backside. They'll be vigilant. 20 HP. He's surviving, but eventually he'll fall. And now, who can expect Loon to be here?
Nice!
11 on the board for Loon in full effect. They must have got a discount. Nade, decent. Boaster survives after the decay. Loon's already here.
Nice!
Loon's already here!
Boaster uyuyor.
Fnatic just called a pause.
Yapma Alpha, yapma.
They're being outplayed.
At least for them, Alpha has managed to level it. Weaponry in this round is a mess, so expectations may be a little bit lower, but Fnatic would love a hero, would love someone to step up. We've got 3 players building, but again, you just look at the space. Like, you can see where the stun is currently being set up. It is towards their own spawn, towards mid, because they just don't know where they're coming from. Eventually, the switchback.
Abi bu yemedi.
Again,
bu yemedi. Hiçbir şey yemedi kanka.
Isolated within the site. Waiting within the smoke is perfect, but eventually you'll have to fall off it. Just trying to hold on to that heaven ground, and well, the weaponry just not there. It's a quick clear from the side of BBL. Alpha, yeah, got his first, but the expectation of another player in heaven just wasn't on his list. It's now left all onto Kayak.
3v1 bir şey ben bilmez. Balon kaldı, balon.
Well, he's pop flashed himself.
Betting them with 3 ultis. Kayak going into the spawn, and again, it's such early information. Unless we're capitalizing with a kill.
Geç kaldı.
Decoys there.
Wonderful.
Kayak. That could be the play that saves the day. There's still an ult for Profect to claim the spike back. By the looks of it, maybe they're not going to do it the old-fashioned way. It might be the ult just to be safe. We'll see.
A beautiful setup. Stun, combined with paranoia. But even still sociable, well.
Sakin. Ultim var. Hiç gerek yok. Bence de. Hiç gerek yok. Canın da az.
We've seen these rounds crumble before. The heroics of this BBL side. But bear in mind, they're yet to lose a round when it comes to this attack. Maybe one falter will be enough to turn the tide of this once again. Even still.
A'ya dönüyorlar. B tek.
Walking out. He hasn't been seen. There is the
küfürbaz var. Küfürbaz. B'de küfürbaz var.
Pretty magnificent timing to get past this one, and I think instead he is waiting for his teammates to make a move. There is much more of an opening on this B side. Look at the current defensive setup. 3 players over on A, while Chronicle waits alone. At a minimum, he needs to trade 1-for-1, and the spam hasn't really connected in the way he would have liked. He does manage to take down Profect, though, keeping himself alive ever longer, and Sociable Low is going to be spotted as well. A fantastic round from Chronicle to hold, and Yumpy with 12 seconds left has already been spotted. There is no survival here. It is finally a combo.
Need one. Showstopper still there.
Yeah, and
Sociable on the up.
Spota bak.
Yeah, one orb away.
Abi pineklemek için her gözümü kapattığımızda round aldık. Şakasız 4 ila 9'dan beri gözümü açmadım.
Kapa gözünü.
Şimdi kapatmaya geri dönüyorum.
Look for the peek, look for the spam. It's already been seen though, and there's the showstopper. In fact, he gets out of there. Nice maneuver. Nade thrown through, and the swing out from Sociable. He was looking to try and find a kill. Now Loon goes in. No doubt. He's not just planning to escape. There's normally some attempted magic paranoia as an attempt to push back. He lands the first shot, but isn't expecting the reswing. Still 3, now 4 players setting up to this B site. BBL are walking directly into
it. Bircan! Abi gerçekten Bircan ya. Ultisi var bir de.
They have to be worried about mid, and indeed Boaster's still sat up in heaven watching that play out, so there's not going to be a stab in the back effectively from back. Still with the TP from Profit.
Do it as well.
There's the info. 25 seconds left. They have to push this into the B side. Still credits for the next round. No need to save. See what they can drain from their opponents. Rolling Thunder put
it.
Nice shot by
Helal oğlum lan sana.
Heaven control taken back. 15 seconds. Time to go to site.
10 saniye.
1 HP on Crashies. Kayak
nice
has strong and he will fall.
10 saniye. A gittik.
But the TP to the A site. The plan will now be found. Chronicle can try to spam. That would be his best chance here. Or to catch him afterwards.
Vur şunu. Yapma 5 can. 5 can.
How quick can Vac get here?
Vurur.
He needs to run around. Just 1 HP on Chronicle and 1 on Crashies. Not like this, surely. Vac creeping around towards the screens, and he's left Crashies without a clue of where to go. He'll make it to the spike. The tap will be heard. Vac making his way, but it's not even half the big.
Nice!
It's the knife. Fnatic down to size. BBL. Nobody could have predicted this. They've done it on the stage against the best of the best. And this organization, they may be on track to claim a crown of their own.
Hadi yavrum hadi.